President Biden has announced he will be running again.
When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America, and we still are. The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom, more rights or fewer. I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too. This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election.
Well, like last time, his running mate is Kamala Harris. He's 80 now. He will be 81 at the time of next year's election. Sidney Blumenthal is a former senior advisor to Bill Clinton and joins us. Hello, and thank you for coming on the programme.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Is Joe Biden too old to run again?
Many people think he is. Age is a real factor in this election, but there are overriding factors. Of course, Joe Biden has an incredible record, and his judgment is completely unimpaired, and no one challenges that. This election is going to come down to a choice, and the leading candidate on the other side is none other than Donald Trump. This is an election the American people don't want to have, and they're going to have. It's a fateful election in which everything hangs in the balance, and it overrides any considerations about Biden's age when it comes down to a choice between Biden and Trump. So we have the question of democracy on the ballot here. The Republican Party favoring Trump has become something other than a normal political party. It's an anti-democratic party. This is not an ordinary election.
I mean, when you consider who his opponent might be, and you say the leading candidate is Donald Trump, the polls would suggest that it is only against Donald Trump that Joe Biden would be re-elected.
Well, we'll see what happens if it comes down to a choice. Ron DeSantis, who is the other leading candidate on the Republican side, the governor of Florida, also is somebody who has extreme anti-democratic views. He's even waging war against American corporations because of their tolerant policies towards gays, like the Walt Disney Company.
But none of that in polls between Joe Biden and Ron DeSantis. He comes off better off.
Well, we'll see what happens here when there's a real choice. But this is also a choice now between parties as well, and a choice also about the standing of the United States and the future of the Western Alliance and our national security. That question is going to be on the ballot in this election. And Biden will make the case that the Republican Party is a threat to the national security of the United States. There's a strong strain in the Republican Party that can be characterized as pro-Putin. It's opposed to providing aid and arms to Ukraine. So there's going to be a battle across all issues now.
Okay, I'm just wondering how Democrats more broadly feel about the fact that he will be there standing for them.
The polls show that a majority of Democrats feel he's too old. On the other hand, when he's the choice, they will vote for him. They all solidify behind Biden. That shows up also in the internal polls of Democratic consultants. So the question is, we have a binary choice here. And the threat is not simply the opposing party with another manifesto you may not agree with, but an extreme choice about whether or not the United States as a democratic republic is going to continue to exist, or whether it's going to be taken over by a proven authoritarian who himself is already under criminal indictment and faces future criminal indictments.
Sidney Blumenthal, thank you very much. Now, the former Prime Minister Liz Truss, the Labour Mayor of London,